Francisco district of Seattle. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Lumen Field. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
1st down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Again, it's McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, 49ers.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. On the move left. He'll try to run for it.
A gain of 6. And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 6.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Airing one out for Bourne. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. In motion is Barner. Operating from the gun is Darnold. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Now Darnold. To the middle, it's cut. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot, see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the ground is Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Darnold to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On comes Thomas Morstead. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. It's complete. He's got caught. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
First and 10.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
10 more yards. Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith of Jigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second and inches.
32-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Darnold. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
That's good.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
13-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the
Now
play.
Seattle going to use the
Second
first of their
and 10.
timeouts
At the
as the clock will
13-yard
stop with
line.
37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Darnold. It's a screen to cut. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes third and 6. Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back end of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. 49ers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man, it's the tight end, Jake Tonjes. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
First down.
Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy gonna put it up again. Airing one out for Bourne. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Niners offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. And he'll needed one as well. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, 49ers.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
49ers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He's on for the 2nd time, and Wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Purdy. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
To return, it's Shaheed. How about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Seahawks, first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
21 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the handoff, this is Walker. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Seahawks. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
49ers 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. They'll get across the 20, cross them down to the 23-yard line. This San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's out of bounds. We're going to mark him at the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense, and, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll get the guard, Dominic Cooney, that time.
Still 4th down.
trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Purdy. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
9 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll run here with Walker. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Is complete, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions, so that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
No gain on the play.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now, this looks like a design run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's a design run. And he will take it in himself. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now, and a short one caught by Tonjes. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case,
this one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 14.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.